anybody talking different as if I could bloody business. I create a divide while I collect my dividends. You heard it all before, so let me show you what's the difference. I'm feeling like Mike Tyson, come from a different block, taking music to new levels. You know you hit the boss, and we just do this for sport. We ain't playing games, we don't take shots, we bury whenever we take aim. And if you think that I'm lying, step into the ring and put the title on the line. Heard your tunes, heavyweight. What you expect? I'm a heavyweight. When the bell rings, you know it's nothing long. Come out the corner, straight swinging.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Spartans boxing show here on Sportanarium. I'm Lakey, and as always, I'm joined by my trusty co-host, the legend of boxing, Mr. Arv Mittoo.
Hello, Lakey. You all right?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. And I thought it'd be nice. We were just talking off air because Arv's he's the man in the man's the man of boxing. So I'm going to let you introduce our special guest for today's show, mate.
Well, today our special guest on the Sportarium show is Paul Ramsey. Paul Ramsey, and it's nice to have you on, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
How are you doing?
You all right? I'm fine, thanks.
Brilliant stuff.
Thanks for coming on, Paul.
Don't forget our two names. What was my professional name?
Paul Denton.
That's
oh
it.
Right. Was it Paul Ramsey's the personal name? And
Did you know that?
Is that because there was someone with the same name? Yeah.
No, what it was is because I won the IBAs, and then I went with Brendan Ingle, and he couldn't get me any fights because I just won the IBAs. No one would fight me, and so he says, "Oh, we need to change your last name." And I says, "Yeah, I use my mum's maiden name. It's Denton." So that's what he did. And it's weird, really, because my first professional fight was a guy I knocked out in the ABAs. Because when we both come into the middle, he looked at me like to say, "I know that guy's face from somewhere." But when their name's Denton, after I knocked him out as well, and went again, and after the fight, he came up to me and he went, "Is your last name Paul Ramsey?" And I went, "Yeah." He went, "I thought so, because if I wouldn't have known, I wouldn't have fought you."
Wow. So changing your name definitely worked, that it got you the fights.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, Paul, it sort of confused people sometime. It did, they thought Denton. People didn't realise that your name's Paul Ramsey, but, you had your reasons for what you'd done, and people didn't understand. Well, his brother, why is he using Denton? I always had people come up to me and say that kind of thing, not realising that you got a brother as well. You see, Lakey, his brother was a pro at the same time as he was a pro. So,
right.
His name was Ramsey.
Mark Ramsey, and you had Paul Denton. So people used to get mixed up and think, "Hold on a minute, ain't that his brother? Ain't they brothers?" But the boxing news leaked it out anyway.
Right.
After a couple of fights, they put Paul Denton, known as real name Paul Ramsey. Right. So people knew what it was then.
The truth was out. The truth was out.
Yeah, the truth was out. That's it.
So tell us a little bit, how did you get into the box? How did it come around for you, Paul? I mean, I always like to ask all the guests that, it's kind of like, how did boxing find you? Well, you find boxing?
It's weird because our brother loved the boxing. Before he even started, he used to do shadow boxing in the house when we used to watch the fights with my dad and everything. But I was a good football player. The weirdest thing is, I could have signed I could have probably gone with Villa.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't know. I took the chance and went to do the boxing with our brother because, our brother said, "Come to the gym and, and start the boxing." So I did.
Wow.
And I missed me scholarship, the actual scouts, people were coming, Villa scouts were coming, and they said, "You're going to get picked." And I never went. I went to the boxing gym instead. And then I took up the boxing.
So, yeah, So are you still, you glad you made that decision, or do
Oh
you think,
yeah,
damn, I should
yeah.
have stayed, or I could have been at Aston Villa? Or is it kind of like, no, I made the right decision by following the boxing?
No, I made the right decision. You know what I mean? I love the boxing. I loved it. You know, the training side of it. You know what I mean, and everything. It was brilliant. My amateur days were brilliant, really.
Yeah, we was going to, because we were sorry, I've just quit.
No, carry on.
We were just saying, you know, before we started recording, we were, you know, you were giving us a bit. You're telling Arv and I about your amateur titles and stuff. Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, obviously, you had a very decorated amateur career.
Oh yeah,
very.
At the age of, I think it was 15. That's when I won my first amateur title in the National Amateur Boys Association. I went to, I think, is it Newcastle upon Tyne for a Londoner. And when you fight a Londoner, you normally won't get the decision. So you've got to actually stop him or knock him out to win the fight. And the first round, you know, the geezer came out. He actually took me apart the first round. You know, he was that quick and fast. And I thought, oh, my God. And my trainer, George, give me a smack. I can remember for the second coming out. Give me a smack round the face saying, come on, you need to step it up. So I went out, took him apart in the second round. And it was all on the third round. I knocked him down in the third round. And I thought, sound. And the referee should have stopped the fight because I was actually battering him. But the referee just let it. And they rang the bell early. I thought, that rang went quick. Like the decision came now. When they said named majority decision, I thought, nah, I ain't getting this. There's no way. And then they called my name and I thought, lovely. And then at night, one of the guys says to me, you're going to get best boxer tonight. And I went, nah. I said, Wayne Pardo's going to get it because he knocked out, I forgot who he knocked out now. And the announcer says, well, I was going to give it to Wayne Pardo because he took the geezer apart and knocked him out in the first round. But he said the fight of the night is Paul Ramsey. And I was thought, whoa. And I got this big trophy as well. And the weird thing is, our brother went and won the senior part of the NIBCs, and he got best boxer of the night as well. So, wow, you know, that should get a history because two brothers winning the NIBCs and you both won best boxer of the night. He won it the week after, and I won it, yeah. So it was mad.
Wow.
Hey, Paul, did you both win the ABAs also? Did you both win the ABAs?
Yeah, we won both. Mark won it.
What year did he win?
Mark won it, I think, 1999. I think it was.
And what year did you win?
Was it? What year did I win? No, I won it 19. Was it? I won it. I can't remember the year I won it.
You know what, Paul? It was before that. You know, it was miles before that. When it
probably before that, yeah.
Was it about 1990 or 1989? You remember when it 1989? You won it
1999.
Yeah, Mark won it 1989 and I won it 1991.
That's right.
Yeah,
that looks all right.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that, I remember seeing the Midland Trophy, what Jason Gonzalez won. And I remember seeing your name. It's a small world. I remember seeing your name on it and your brother's name on it. And I'm sure it was 1989.
Was that the Midland one?
The Midland one.
My name must have been on it loads of times because I won it like so many times.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely brilliant.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely brilliant.
God. Yeah.
So obviously a very successful amateur career. So what made you take the leap across to the pro ranks? And obviously you said about obviously going to Brendan England. Your name.
It's weird really because I got picked for the Olympics. Is it the
Wow, didn't know.
Yeah.
Not surprised,
Yeah.
mind you.
I got picked for the Olympics because I boxed for England and everything. I won bronze medals. I went to Canada.
I remember.
I went to, Poland. I won the European junior bronze medal.
Yeah.
For England, I did when I was 17.
Wow.
In Poland, and then I joined the senior group of England, and then I was beating up some good guys when I boxed for England, and then I got picked for the Olympics. Got all my paperwork and everything and that, and then I boxed against Denmark, and I got beat. It was close, but the mad thing about it, you had 3 England judges and 1 Denmark judge, and the 2 England judges went against me. And then I got a letter through the post saying you've been taken off the squad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I just thought, I knew Mark was already professional and that, and I just thought, should I carry on boxing amateur? Should I box England? And I thought, nah, because they let me down, really. Because at the end of the day, I should have gone. They sent Alan Vaughan. They did, and he was a featherweight. They made him move up to lightweight, and he got knocked out against a guy I knocked out in the first round in the Olympics.
You hear about that a lot with the amateur game, didn't you?
Yeah.
The wrong fighters getting picked and getting chosen and getting sent.
It's just so sad. It's just so sad.
It's not right. It should be done. Like you say, you earned your place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the final of that is when Oscar De La Hoya beat Marco Rudolph. And I boxed Marco Rudolph, and I was beating him, but I had a broken rib in the semi-finals of the tournament in the Tama tournament. It was called in Germany, and I fought him in the semi-finals, and I was beating him. But I got the fight before that. I fought a thin guy, and he broke my ribs. I didn't know he broke my ribs, but I knew the pain. So through the fight was just protecting my ribs, and he hit me, and I thought, so when I came back to the corner, I said, I think my ribs are broke, and they went, yeah, and he'd be all right, and I never really boxed, but the Boxing News did give me a good write-up. They said I'll give him the best fight of the tournament, but I thought, really, if I was up to like 100% that day, I would have battered him.
Okay, so Paul, after that sort of fight, did you then decide to sort of go professional? Then is that what you've done after that final fight? You decided to go professional.
I think it was a couple of fights after the Denmark fight. I just thought, when I got the letters and that, I just thought, enough's enough. I just turned professional then.
Because I know you had quite a lot of amateur fights as well, didn't you?
I had, I think it's 136 amateur fights.
Wow.
And I'm right in saying you knocked quite a lot of them out as well, didn't you?
And
I remember being around at the time, sort of thing. Am I right in saying you knocked quite a lot of them out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. A lot of them did feel the power. But it's one of them. It was weird because I never did see really. I was like, I was more of a boxer. Yeah. A boxer, in and out, speed and everything. Yeah. My power developed when I was 15, when I won the NABCs. Yeah. When I hit that guy with the left hook and I put him down, I thought, whoa, that's when I thought, I've got power now. I can hurt people. You know what I mean? And that's when, as you say, as I got older and that, a lot of guys I did knock out. Sorry to say, but it's the name of the game.
Yeah. I mean, Paul. So after that, then you decided to go pro, but you didn't originally go with Brendan Ingram. Am I right in saying you went with Frank Warren? So what I wanted to know, what made you move around? Because after going with Frank Warren, you moved around.
It was Mickey Duff wanted me.
Oh, okay.
Mickey Duff, because Gary Mason took me to Mickey Duff.
Okay. Did he? I never knew that.
Yeah, Gary Mason came to me mum's and everything. And
Gary Mason. We passed away. Gary Mason. Wow.
He's passed away. You remember he got knocked over on the bike?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Straight away.
His bike.
I never knew that.
So, yeah. I seen him at Royal Albert Hall after when I won the IBAs, and me and him were talking. He'd give me his number. He said, give me a ring and I'll come and see you. And he came to Birmingham. Met him at the train station, and we came to my mum's, and then, we had a chat. Then I went to London, met Mickey Duff. But it was a big jump for me because he said, I'll put you in digs. You stay down there. But I was working down there. I was working on the railway, you know what I mean?
Then leaving?
Leaving then. So, it was a bit like, do I make that decision?
Yeah.
Of, throwing my job and coming down and try and concentrate and see where it goes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I didn't. I just thought, now I'll stay in Birmingham and carry on and see how I get on.
So what happened then? So you went with Mickey before, and what happened then? How did your career get on while you was with Mickey Duff then? What happened? Did you?
No, I never bothered. I never did even fight for him.
You didn't fight for him?
I didn't sign nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So what happened then, Paul? After not
came back home, and then I said, then I went with Brendan then, because Mark was with Brendan.
Oh, so did Mark go with Brendan straight away, and then you?
No, he was with Frank Maloney.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Mark was with Frank Maloney. Mark had a good deal, but Mark just, it was like, I don't think he concentrated. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
So then he went with Brendan then, did he?
Yeah, he went with Brendan, yeah. We both was with Brendan.
Oh, so then you both decided to go with Brendan. So then what happened then? What made you decide to switch with him? And then you came to my camp after, is that right?
Well, Brendan, I just got screwed around with Brendan. It's just like, I beat Ross Hale. You remember Ross Hale?
I remember you stopping him.
Tough man he was.
Very tough man he was.
Yeah.
Very good fighter.
Oh, brilliant fighter. But I stopped him in 4 rounds. And I went straight to number 2 in the British rankings.
I remember.
So I was like next in challenge to fight number 1, the champion. But they sent me, Brendan took me to Denmark. Didn't know anything about this fighter, nothing at all. And I got stopped in, I think, in the 6th round, yeah. And then when I checked up on this guy, he was undefeated. His next fight, he was fighting for some title. And I thought, nah, it's just getting thrown in the deep end here all the time. Because it happened when I went to France as well.
Okay.
They sent me to, I went to spar with Gary Jacobs. Remember Gary Jacobs?
Awesome, tough hard man. Of course.
He was tough.
Very well.
He was tough. But I used to ring our brother every day and say to Mark, Gary Jacobs taking a piss. But I'm allowing it. I'm just like, because Brendan said, don't go down there and batter. Take it easy. I go, yeah. So the second but last day, I just thought, because I was running every day and everything, I was fit. The second but last day, I just thought, I'm going to step up again now. And I took him apart, and they sent me home.
Okay.
They said, we're done with you now. You can go home. Paid me and sent me home. And I thought, okay. When I got back, Brendan rang me, said, I've got a fight for you in France. Mm-hmm. I went, okay. Who's the guy? Oh, Patrick Champier. So I never looked him up or nothing. And I got stopped. And I got stopped in, I think, 3 rounds. And then when I found out, he was fighting Gary Jacobs next for the European title, and he stopped Gary Jacobs.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Sharp, he was quite well known around that time.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he was.
he was a big name in France, obviously, and globally he was a big name. You know, he was and you thought the who's who really in boxing, didn't you? Was it Paul?
Yeah.
You thought Paul Ryan, Ross Hale.
Yeah.
Did you go in with Ricky
Ricky Hatton as well.
Ricky Hatton.
I mean, what happened in that fight? Because that was a good fight. It was good.
Yeah, I was looking at that one on YouTube the other day, and I've said about
fight,
and I thought, Jesus.
The thing is, they made me lose weight the night before.
Because it was fought at light welter, wasn't it? You were really more welter, weren't you?
No, I was like welter. But the thing is, they phoned me up about 5 weeks before. 5 weeks, and says to me, you still there, lads?
Yeah.
My battery's going for some reason. And it says to me, it says, we got Ricky Hatton for you. And I says, give me 5 weeks and I'll be ready. I said, what weight? I said, 10 stone 2. Yeah, I'll be easy, make it. So sparred with our brother. I was fit as a fiddle, got down there, I was bang on my way. They're not going to take the fight unless you're 10 stone 1, near enough 10 stone. And I went, wow, how am I going to lose that weight? When we've got a sauna room ready for you.
Oh, right.
Oh, my dear.
So I was like, oh my God, lovely. So I've gone in there, came out, made the weight. I was so tired and drained. I just thought, you know what? I ain't going to last 8 rounds. There's no way. There's no way at all. So I cut him in the 2nd round. And really, the referee should have stopped the fight because the cut was a bad cut. If I had the cut, the referee would have stopped it.
Yeah. Same old story, isn't
it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was around that time in his career. He was getting cut all the time, wasn't he, Ricky?
Oh, yeah.
He was like every fight.
He says that it was down to me and my brother with our hard heads.
Yeah, I'm speaking with Ricky. He says, them Ramsey brothers are tough as nails they were.
So, I mean, your pro career then, mate. I mean, was it because obviously you were massively talented, massively decorated amateur career?
Very.
Is it a similar thing with that? Because, I've talked to Arv a lot about his career. Obviously we know Arv was 100 and he was out of the game, I mean, for yourself, because obviously it started off brilliantly for you, and, you say you were number 1 for the top British title, and then it, without sounding rude, it kind of went off the boil a bit for you, started to lose a few, and, what was the catalyst for that? What happened there? I mean,
because
so talented.
You see, when you see, the thing is, it's like, a lot of the fights were like, I shouldn't have fought some of the guys because I was still up and coming.
Definitely.
I weren't looked after the way I see it. I weren't looked after. It's like my 2nd fight. I fought this guy and I was only a light welterweight and he was a light middle. This is my 2nd fight. And when the guy came out, big black geezer, he was huge. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I never seen the guy weighing or anything. And I put him down. And really, I should have finished it. And Brendan, I remember him shouting from the corner saying, don't knock him out. And I'm like, looking, I'm thinking, why? Why shouldn't I knock him out? So I just pulled back and they give it a draw.
No, God. So why would he do? Why not knock him out? Why do you think? Was he trying to get you rounds, or was it he just? I don't know. It's just strange, isn't it?
I don't even know.
No.
Terrible.
It's mad games.
Yeah. So, I mean, for you, what would you say was? I know we're for time. We don't want to. You're limited on time, so I've said you haven't got long. But for you, I mean, were you happy with the way your career went in the end? I mean, did you feel fulfilled at the end of the career?
No, not really. Not in my professional career. In my amateur career, it was beautiful. It was bang on. But like professional career, I just think it was just like you're a mule, really.
It's just a shame. Paul, it's just a shame, Paul, that you done so well in your amateur career.
Yeah.
And your professional career was nowhere as brilliant as your amateur career?
Because I did a thing with Matthew Macklin not long ago, and he said that Robert McCracken said to him, out the two Ramsey brothers, Paul Ramsey should have been world champion. That's what he said. That's what Robert McCracken said.
I will say, Paul, I went to also Frank O'Sullivan's 70th birthday party, and I sat opposite Robert, and them two Ramsey brothers, both of them were dangerous, and it's not their fault they didn't do as well as they should have done. It's just down to management.
And you hear that so much, don't you, Arv? I mean, we've had long conversations about this. We've known each other a long time. We've had loads of conversations, especially with Arv's career as well, to get amateur background. And it always comes back to that, you hear it so often, you've got these young, talented guys and girls now, that are, great boxers, could potentially have fantastic professional careers. And just because they are mismanaged at the beginning of their career, that's it, that shapes the rest of the career, and then they're the opponent all the time, and then of course they get into that mentality no matter what they do, whatever shape they turn up in, if they can turn up in the best shape of their life, if they're in that opponent's corner and they get in the ring, the chances are they're not going to win. They're not the ticket seller. The ticket seller is always going to get the win.
That happens all the time.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's mad really, because when I went with Nobby, I was beating some of the guys when I fought for Nobby. Didn't I, Arv?
Me and you fought the decision anyway.
Me and you fought on bills together, and I battered some of them guys.
Yeah, I know. You didn't get the decision anyway.
Got the decision, didn't they?
It's wrong. It's just not right, is it?
No.
And I know I get for the opponents, which you guys were, unfortunately, a lot of the time, you're getting the money and all the rest of it. But I'm sure, like Arv's told me many times, when you go into professional boxing, every lad, or in this modern day, girl, they go into the professional ranks. The idea is they want to win a world or a title, not even necessarily a world title. Sometimes just a regional title or a British title.
Yeah.
And it's a cruel sport, isn't it? You know what I mean? In that regard, my dog's going to start barking now. He's off. I mean, it just seems it seems a shame. You hear these stories on a regular basis, but I suppose the other side of the coin is, you're both fit and healthy. You both look. In your 20s, so it hasn't done you. I'm looking at the picture of you. You Arv's, Peter Pan.
I'm 51, I am.
You'd never believe it. Never believe it.
How old are you, Arv?
15 July.
15 July. Bloody hell.
It's crazy. You both look. You both look in your 30s, lads. You've done all right.
That's very nice of you to say that.
Thank you.
To say that, Lakey.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong tablets. I need to get some different ones. I need to get to that fountain of youth quick. But I mean, so just before we let you go, it'd be great to get your thoughts on the current fight game. I mean, at the moment, who stands out for your current? Do you still follow boxing at the moment?
I love Tyson Fury.
Right, you're a big Arv's a Tyson Fury fan as well. So that was one of the questions. If he fought AJ, so I'm presuming you'll fight Tyson Fury all day long.
Tyson Fury will do him. I think he'll put him in retirement.
Yeah, I mean,
he won't fight again after that fight.
Paul, I don't think it'd be easy, but I do think Tyson Fury will do him, and same thing.
Nah, but the thing is, everybody thought Wilder wouldn't be easy.
But it was easy.
But the way he did Wilder was unbelievable.
I know.
And I said to somebody before, because one of my friends said to me, Wilder's going to knock out Fury this time. I said, listen, no way, mate. I said, Fury's got him marked this time because he can't box going back.
No.
I said, look, if I was in Fury's corner as a trainer, I'd say, look, just push him back because he can't fight. Can't fight. He's a forward fighter. He's got to go forward, and he will knock you out if you allow him to do it.
Let's not forget, you know something else, Paul. We people forgot that he lost too much weight. He never fight that light.
No,
and he never had done, and he got back to his usual weight, and he just pressurized him. I knew what happened was going to happen.
It's a shame.
He's going to do him again.
Yeah,
mate.
but isn't it? I think that was probably all pre-planned. The whole third fight with Wilder. I know they were talking the build up for the AJ unification fight, but I suppose
it's a money thing, though, isn't it? Because they
exactly.
know if AJ beats that, is he? What's his name? Usyk. If he beats him, and Fury will beat Wilder again, it's going to be multi-millionaire fight.
That's right.
It's going to be even more money.
Yeah,
They know what they're doing. They know it's all down to money.
Yeah, it's all about the cash at the end of the day. And interestingly, just before we go, you fought a good friend of ours as well, James Hare.
Yes.
We had him on the other week there, you know.
We were speaking to James the other day.
James Hare.
Yeah.
I fought him twice.
Oh, was it twice you fought James, was it? Flipping out. Because he's a very talented fighter, wasn't he?
James was a good fighter.
Gentleman as well. Nice gentleman.
Yeah, I think he got used as well.
He did a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got.
You know what I mean? Because I thought he was going to go a long way, but they just use him, man.
Yeah. He totally did.
Shame, really.
Yeah.
Because there's a few boxers I can remember. I just think, he's going to go a long way, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tragic. It really is. There's a lot of lost opportunities for fighters out there. It really is. But anyway, Paul, thank you. I suppose we better let you get on because we've taken enough of your time.
Thank you, Paul.
It's been a pleasure to have you on because I know time was limited for you today. Yeah. But hopefully we can catch up again in the future. And I'm sure you and Arv will catch up before then because you're working on the railways. So that's really good.
That's when we see each other.
If you ever get to see each other, that'd be cool. Yes. Brilliant. But thanks again, Paul. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. And enjoy the rest of your week. We look forward to catching up soon.
Okay, mate. Lovely. Take care.
Okay.
See you. Thanks. Bye. Bye.